You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
DC lawmaker takes hilarious tour of Trump's fair. They ain't got it. Based on an article by Nicole Charkey-Chalmy. The Fair of Nothing, a spectacle with no substance. A Washington, D.C. council member posted video from the Great American State Fair and found what the marketing promise would be: a public celebration, a mostly empty fairground, a Ferris wheel, a rodeo, a few booths, and not much else. No real crowd energy, no serious food culture, no sense of an event built to hold the public together, just the shell of one. Power is in the staging, not the joke. Christina Henderson is the messenger here, not the architect. The people with actual control are the organizers who assembled this thing, sold it, and presumably expected the branding to carry the experience. That is the real story. The power sits with whoever can wrap thin content in patriotic pageantry and call it a fair. Henderson's video merely stripped away the costume, the empty center. What stands out is not that the fair was underwhelming. It is that the event appears to have been designed to survive on the idea of itself. A Ferris wheel can photograph well. A papier-mâché arch can suggest civic charm. A few booths can imply variety, but the source material describes a place where the substance never arrived. The event did not fail to deliver because of one bad moment. It sounds like it never had much to deliver in the first place. Misdirection by atmosphere. This is how weak institutions launder disappointment. They dress it up as novelty, then rely on irony to soften the letdown. If people laugh, the organizers can pretend the emptiness was part of the fun. If people complain, they can treat criticism as humorless. That is a familiar dodge. It turns failed planning into content and expects the public to confuse branding with quality. The politics of hollow entertainment. There is a larger pattern here than a sad fairground. Public culture keeps getting replaced by managed surfaces. Photo ops, themed districts, pop-up experiences, and event language that promises more than the operation can sustain. The result is not just disappointment. It is training people to accept thinness as normal, to mistake presentation for provision, and to lower expectations for anything sold with enough confidence. The real exhibit. The fair was supposed to showcase states. Instead, it showcased a civic habit. Empty spectacle masquerading as public life. That is not a failure of tone. It is a structural problem. When institutions care more about the appearance of participation than the reality of it, the public gets a paper arch, a lonely Ferris wheel, and the demand to pretend that is enough. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Ross Story for today's article. With the automated voice of Kiesel, thanks for listening.